Hey guys, what's going on? Fuck, where's my pencil? Damn it. I just started the fucking video and I already lost my pencil. Son of a bitch. Oh, there it is. Alright, now that that crisis has been averted. Got the legal pad, you know what that means. I'm making more videos. So, I'm back. For the comments I got, thank you for the support. I appreciate it. I did those 2 little shorts on YouTube Shorts and TikTok to kind of hint to you that I'm coming back, and well, I'm here now. Now that I'm back, my goal is to make 1 video a week. So what does that mean? That could either mean a YouTube short or a long form. This will be my first long form since Lessons in Leadership number 5, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm going to give that to you guys. I think you deserve that. You might see more shorts because they're easier to make. I got plans for new videos. Lessons in Leadership number 6. I am working on that, and hopefully I want to get more Lessons in Leadership out there. I like making those videos for you guys. More story times, also working on it, and gun videos. And speaking of gun videos, I have a sad announcement. My glorious Springfield M1A. Well, I needed money, so I sold it. I have some footage somewhere of me shooting it, so I will upload that to YouTube at some point. I'm sorry. I promised I'd make a video of me shooting it, and I sold it. So, now that that's out of the way, let's get into why I was gone. So if you guys saw some of my videos, if you couldn't tell because I was in my kitchen, I would be up all night without caffeine, melatonin not working, magnesium not working, and I would make videos, just to kind of fill the void. And then as the sun rose, I would crash. Like when I say I crash, I wouldn't get sleepy. I remember one time I was walking to Wawa during one of my sleep-deprived little ventures, and I collapsed, almost collapsed on the ground. And I felt very heavy, and I had to walk back. And then I collapsed in my bed. I had a lot of health problems going on with that. It's kind of scary. Not to mention my PTSD. That's part of why my sleep was so fucked, was my complex PTSD. And me accepting that I have complex PTSD versus normal PTSD when I didn't necessarily go through what my leadership, the good ones, went through in combat. And I was ashamed of it, but part of me disappearing for a while. I found a video of a guy, he's a former Delta operator, and he's 100% disabled for PTSD. And he said killing people, seeing guts and gory shit, didn't give him, traumatized him. That doesn't affect him. What fucked him up was the culture in the Middle East. Like one time they laid a minefield and goat herder set his son up the hill to see if there were mines. And the way he would see if there was mines is he was setting his kid up to blow up the mine and kill his son in the process to make sure that there were no mines or a clear path, He saw shit like that, and that's what fucked him up. And I realized something about PTSD. Trauma is trauma. I think my hardest part was my pride in accepting it. My wrist. It's been, let's see, May 2024. It's been over a year, and it's been about 16 months. I'm okay with being out. I got honorable discharge, and I'm still working on my discharge review board. As of right now, the Headquarters in Washington, D.C. has received my application, and it's going to go in the order it's received. And from the Biden administration, there's going to be a lot of discharge review boards. I'm one of them. So it's a year from when you get out. I started the process in June of 2025. Now it's looking like it's going to take, after that, up to a year. And I was in the process of joining the Guard, but my recruiter said, hey, you got a lot of shit in your medical records. It's going to be a long process. I knew I would eventually get in because I know a guy who's getting back in after getting kicked out with an other than honorable discharge. Same reentrance code, lower character discharge, and he needed 5 waivers. So I was confident in my situation that would work. However, 4 months, not a text, not a phone call. I'm not a needy bitch. Text once a month. Hey, process is still ongoing, nothing new. Cool, go about my day. I am planning to go somewhere. I'm not going to tell you guys where I'm going. When I go to that place, essentially I'm going to take you with me because I'm going to document it for your viewing pleasure. On top of that, like I was saying, it's been a year and some change. Though a long time, I still feel like this shit happened yesterday. I still have violent fucking nightmares. I'll have flashbacks randomly in the day. I know what happens. I sit and stare. I get the 1,000-yard stare like every good old boy does with PTSD. I ride it out and I'm good. Sometimes I shake violently when I go to sleep. So I stepped away mainly to deal with that. Forgive me, sometimes I get off track, but then I get back on track. And that's also why I do half scripts, to make sure I stay on some type of track. It's not perfect, but you know, I do what I can. It was hard. I went into treatment in the VA. Had a med student. I wrote a letter with my boundaries saying this is what you can't do. She read them, did them anyway. Me having abuse from Womack's Behavioral Health System in Fort Bragg back in 24. Sitting in a therapist chair is different for me. If something unexpected happens, I'm gone. I'm leaving. Fuck you, therapist, I'm gone. If they interrupt me, and granted, there's a time when they have to do that. Something snaps in my head, I go. Start having a miniature anxiety attack, breathing heavy, heart pounding, gotta go. So, one might say, well, why aren't I not going to therapy? And there you go. I stopped going for a long time because when this incident happened, I refused to see that therapist, and then she did something else with my medical records. Luckily, unlike in the Army, you can view them on the VA's website. I do have good news. My current psychiatrist counteracted that. She was like, yeah, I agree with you. She's a med student, you know. Basically, she doesn't know any better. She's learning. I demanded an apology because when I got out of the Army, I started having symptoms from me leaving, you know. I called the Robinson Behavioral Health Clinic and I said, can I get an apology? And I wasn't being greedy, dude. I was like, this murdered. If that dude who had nothing to do with what happened apologized to me, I would have been good. But all he said was, there's nothing we can do for you. I said, I want an apology. I could be from anybody. It could be from you, if I recall correctly. He said, there's nothing we can do for you. And that's when I started my social media rampage. I had already made Toxic Leadership Part 1, 2, 3, and 4, and reliving what happened got me violent and angry. And then when I went on WTF Moments, I kind of broke down a little bit because I finally accepted what happened. Sergeant on IG and Facebook. Fucking Dahlberg, England, fucking Anthony. Oh, well, I couldn't shitpost Anthony because he doesn't have social media. But if he did, I would have. It's hard. It happened. I have accepted it. But one thing that's recently been fucking me up. You guys saw my video on how to deal with bad behavior health therapists. The therapist that I had when I went to West Liberty, or West Bragg now. I remember, I said this in the video, but I'll reiterate a little bit. I remember I said, hey, listen, I was being calm. I don't think I have a personality disorder. And he snapped at me. He said, yeah, what about the multiple suicide attempts? Well, here's the reality with that. Those suicide attempts line up with depression and anxiety disorders, not personality disorders. Listen, I don't want to be a hypocrite and make fun of people with mental health disorders as PTSD, depression is a mental health disorder. People with borderline personality disorder, I have no sympathy for. They are children trapped within an adult's body. They're overly emotional. They're compulsive liars. They are so needy that they are willing to destroy everything around them and the process of lives and people around them for themselves. Alright? I have no sympathy for them. A borderline would say, if you don't do this, I'm going to kill myself. But here's the thing. I've actually attempted to take my life. So, recently, and this has been going, and this happened today, yesterday, and the day before, man. The thoughts, the memories of sitting in that chair and him doing that to me. As I'm sitting here calmly talking to him, just getting in me saying, you do have a personality disorder. This is what, it doesn't change who you are as a person. It replays, and it won't stop. I don't know how to make it stop. And one might say, why not go to therapy again? Well, I went to therapy, and that happened. And then I went to the VA hospital to get help. And this fucking bitch mocks me. I literally wrote a letter of these are my boundaries, and she said fuck all of them. She read it because she uploaded it into my files and then did it anyway. I'm so fucked up from being abused in therapy that I can't go. But so for the past months, especially when I gave that video, I'm going away for a while. To this day, I've been going, I need to go to therapy. But then my symptoms are so strong, it pulls me back. It's fight or flight. I'm flying. And that's what's been difficult for me. I want to let you guys know what's been going on. That's why I disappeared for a while. I care about the channel. Right? I love you guys. Right? I just want to fucking heal. It's been the hardest journey. I've had a lot of support, but I just can't enjoy the moment. I can't be present in the moment because I'm back in 2024 or I'm back in 2020. That's what's been going on. I don't want the military to be my personality, you know. I try not to make everything about the military in my channel. Be those fucking gay male influencers that try to get money while serving their country. But I put my content out because Cobra One's my bitch. I do what I want with her. I want to make a gun video. I want to make a video game video. I want to talk about the army. I want to talk about leadership. I want to tell a funny story. It's my bitch. I do what I want with her. That is very derogatory. I'm sorry, but that's the grog in me, and that will never leave me. Time does heal all wounds, but mine's been taking a while. I have gotten a little better, but There's a lot of you out there that are subscribed and watch my channel. You guys care. So I gotta do this for myself. One might say my family. Listen, when people say my family, I don't talk to most of my family. You don't know how I feel about my mother, my brother, two of my three brothers. Fuck. Had I showed you the text message I sent them recently, you guys would go, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" But you know, as far as like what I go through, I'm so used to going through things alone and figuring things out alone that's just what I'm naturally accustomed to, whether it's right or wrong. That's why I decided to suffer in silence and process this PTSD, these demons, wherever the fuck they are, alone. And well, I'm better about doing it alone, and I'm proud of myself. But you know, so once a week, plans for videos. And glad to be back. I didn't think the channel would go. When I started, I had no subscribers. A few dozen views. At one point, I had a total of 90,000 views on every video on this channel. I'm at 444 subscribers. And I thank you guys for that many subscribers. I met up with good old Alvarado, Henry Alvarado, on Eddie's. It was a very healing experience going on Eddie's. You guys are suffering. Eddie's is in my post section inside my YouTube channel. I will also leave a link down in the description below. Please check out Eddie's. If you're a veteran and you're suffering, I promise you what Henry is doing is his vision. He ain't trying to stiff money out of people. He wants to help people. And let me tell you, one thing that's gotten me through it, he's been through so much worse than me. He has such a more positive outlook. But like he said, it ain't about what you've been through or your trauma. The trauma you've been through and you healing is what it's about. There's no judgment at Eddie's HQ. Everybody will be heard. I was shocked at it. Ice talked about it on WTF Moments, which I helped out with that. I was like, "Yo, Ice, listen, I experienced this." And Ice did me a favor. Watch out for me. And he posted about Eddie's HQ. I didn't see his podcast. I haven't been following his podcast in a while, but he did that. Very kind of him. So, like Ice told me one night when I was not good, I love what I do with WTF Moments, and I ain't stopping. So, that's what I love about Cobra One. It's my channel. It's my bitch. I do what I want with her, and I do it for you guys. Let me know what you want to see in the comments down below. See if I can make it happen. And if you have any questions about anything, let me know in the comments below. Alright guys, thank you.